Hey friends, we'll be back into this new video tutorial with OSP Pro. Now in this video today I'm going to be just taking you into a video into introduction to CSS. I know it has been a while since I last made a video for you guys on CSS, but I would like us to take our CSS to another level, which we shall even learn animations with CSS and above. Now before maybe proceed to do anything, let me just take you first a bit to my page. Please make sure, members, you go to my YouTube channel, OSP Pro. Please make sure you can subscribe. I have different systems there. I have different visual videos there in my YouTube channel. And if you happen just go on to take yourself there, it will launch you into a different where you'll be seeing different stuffs of mine. So make sure you just go to my YouTube channel. You will be in position to see different videos which you can actually learn from. So without wasting time, we'll just take it back in this video, and when we get started learning CSS. So make sure at least you have an editor of your choice. I have one editor with me which is going to be called Notepad. I'm using Sublime Text Editor, but you can actually use a different editor. Today we are going to learn some few stuffs together, then we shall get to know more about how to apply them. So I'm just going to create up a simple page onto our desktop, which we shall be using to come up with something. So let me just create up a page in our desktop. I'm going to first create a folder in the desktop. I'm just going to call it CSS. Now CSS does not need you need to download into your PC. There's no need of those stuffs. So I've said the video is just for 5 minutes. I'm just right click here and I'm going to open up a folder. I'm going to go to the desktop and look for CSS. So let's go back to our desktop and then we look for CSS. CSS just there, click that and select it. So you can as well close the other previous one and open up. Now here I'm just going to generate a simple, I'm going to just come up with a simple HTML page by typing in there new, and I open up a file here and I say index.html. So I'm just generating for a simple HTML page there. I'm going to just say CSS, maybe you can say CSS3 for complete beginners. So there are many other things that you need to know with CSS. This is the first, always the default page, what you always have to type now is your first default one, and the rest should always be in small letters to classify you that you're an HTML5 and you're an CSS3. I'm just going to apply a similar div inside here. Whenever you're dealing with the CSS3, it's always based on a div. So and on this div, I'm just going to go on and create a smaller class, and which I'm going to call it a container. So we're just going to learn today on how to get started, but I'm going to talk about something called Calc and other stuffs to apply some CSS. So on top of our page here, I'm just going to generate an internal CSS, which I'm just going to call it style, and then I always need to move that off because it's not very, very important. Now underneath here, this is where we are going to be generating up our page, or generating up our CSS. Okay, remember to write a comment in the CSS. In HTML, to write a comment in HTML, we just give to, so this is a comment in HTML. And to write a comment in the CSS, we just need to go back on and give to forward slashes, and in between forward slashes we give to asterisk. So this is a comment in CSS. So underneath this HTML, I'm just going to create up a small kind of talk to the body. So I'm just going to talk to the body that is called the root, or one known as the root of the body, which you can actually give it, whereby if you talk of the root of the body, we talk to the entire body of that given CSS. Whereby in this case of mine, the main root of this body is the body itself, which can give the margin to be 0 pixels, and our padding to be 0 pixels. Now there are two things that I've used here. I've used something called margin 0 pixels and padding 0 pixels. Now in CSS3, there's no need of you giving pixels. You can as well leave it in that format. Okay. And then you can also go further and talk to the HTML, like talking this HTML like this way, and also talk of maybe the HTML give you 0 padding, margin 0, blah blah, things like that, which will still work as the same. So, or if you don't want to give like that, just give the HTML here and put a comma there, and then it will generate for you the entire stuff. Okay. At the moment, I don't have any container inside here. I'm just going to make a small div there, and I say maybe CSS3 introduction video. If I right click and I go and open it in the browser, open the browser, this will launch us to the browser, and then we shall get something like this. Now, to make the story short, I'm just going to come back in here and I just try to apply some kind of inside the container. Since I've used a class there, so going to put a dot container. Check that, that's dot container, and then open up here. Where here I can talk of the background color to be maybe the background color is going to be red of that given container. They can also add some padding to be maybe of 5 pixels, which I'm going to explain much to you guys so that you get to know how that stuff tends to work. Now the thing is taking the entire width because of our CSS will never happen to margin it or to make it in the right way to based on CSS3. We can either, instead of using pixels, we can actually use we talk of the width of that container, the width of this container of ours to be maybe, I give assumption it is 100 pixels at the moment. So if you say width 100 pixels at the moment, there's nothing is going to change, the thing is going to remain as usual. But if I happen to come back here and I try to change it to small directions, it takes 100%. Initially we used to use something called, if you talk of this one here, if you say width maybe 400 pixels or 300 pixels, it will actually definitely look onto something like this, by that. Now there's also another property of the CSS. If you don't want to use this, that implies the total diagonal left is 700 pixels. Now if you don't want to use that one, there's also another property of CSS which is called Calc. Calculate for me the width to be 180%. If you say calculate from the width to be 100%, definitely this is what will happen. It will take the entire dimension, you get? And will also be responsive into a smaller CSS. Then in this one also same as someone saying minus actually 700 pixels. If you don't want the other part of the CSS to work for you. So you can also say by minus 700 pixels, which implies in a simple term that the width is going to be definitely this. So that implies in a simple term what am I trying to say? You have used here is total width is 100%, which is going to be picking from your PC, and then this one is going to be from a constant, which is 700 pixels. So this one depends on the screen you're using. If you definitely happen to say this one minus 50%, that's how it's going to work like. So if you try to cross check here, it's going to take width to 50% left. Then on the other way around also, maybe what I've let you know now, if you told maybe you come back here and try to make a space within that to be something too close to that like that, it will not work. So don't expect it to work for you. It will not work. Why? Because it will need you to be spaced at least a bit with one another. So CSS3, since this is just like a complete introduction, I know you guys have a lot of questions to ask me about this. But definitely would even go further and tend to learn even about something maybe called the color. Which color we can also use HTS that. Whereby if I say maybe this is going to be 200, say 150 and 100. Definitely this is going to be generating for us something color. Sorry for that, just going to make these pixels. I'm going to check this for you. To make life simple, I'm just going to say I'm going to just make that percentage for you to tend to bend it off into our CSS, whereby those colors we happen to apply. If at all we happen to say maybe pixel, we just check again. I don't know why it's not want to work. Let me just go to again and say color. Initially you can actually use RGB, where this one takes the, if we say that's 100, this 100, this 100, and then the other one is for alpha, which can be 0 point something. We just try to use that for now for this video. And I think you see the color, our color is kind of faded. That implies if I happen to say this maybe to be kind of, can also use RGB to be maybe the maximum is 255, so you can say 200, you can say maybe 150, 40, and 30. Whereby if you check there, the background looks to be that, and then the foreground looks something different. And whereby this, if I take just this one here, reduce this one, and reduce that one, you're going to get some color, which may be definitely resembling to that. So my friend, for this video, I've just showed you something simple which I want you to take your time to use Calc. And in fact, you can have another Calc inside that very one. You can also have another Calc there inside that very Calc you have. It can still actually work out for you, because if you try to look onto that one does not change the difference, because you just happen to add a small kind of math application. So expect more videos on this CSS. This was just complete beginner's point of view, which we are going to go into details and understand more of the stuffs. There's not much big code we have done, apart from just creating up a container and talking to container, and this is the margin on which it came to that. So my friends, wish you a nice time. If you find this video interesting for you guys, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel for no more videos. So guys, thank you. May you have a blessed day. God bless you. Thank you.